In this video, we try 8 different gyms within Universal Studios resorts. To make things more interesting, we will have to rely on Universal's dreaded bus transportation to City Walk, which is the main hub before entering the parks and resort hop from there. Hopefully, we will be able to access all resort gyms without being a resort guest at each of these gyms. At the end of this experiment, we will rate each gym based off of 3 categories: variety of equipment, vibe, and space. So make sure to stick around to the end to find out which resort gym is actually the best gym at Universal Studios Orlando. The first gym of this video is at the Aventura Resort, a small selection of dumbbells with overkill on cardio equipment. Unfortunately, this gym lacked a rope, so we had to improvise with a towel. Hey, whatever works. The next gym on the list was Sapphire Falls, which was literally across the street from the Aventura Resort.
It's 2 o'clock exactly, and the gym is actually more packed here than I would expect for 2 o'clock. You would think more people would be at the theme parks, but if you look outside, it is very windy and rainy today too. So everyone's doing resort days. Perfect time to do a workout.
What I like about this gym so far, they have weights that go all the way up to 100 pounds. Not that you need to be Hercules and lift everything, but they have a variety of weight, so that's really cool. They actually have a rope. We don't have to do a makeshift rope, which I don't even care anymore if the hotel gym doesn't have a rope, because I can always make one up, so.
Over here at Sapphire Falls, the gym is right across from the game room. It's not going to be that way at every resort, but if you're at Sapphire Falls, I would get a game card, depending on how old your kids are, if they're a little older. Get a game card, you could put some money on it, and say, okay, you have about this amount of money, this amount of time to enjoy your time, like so the kids can have their own personal time playing games while you're having your personal time in the gym, because the gym isn't really a place for your kids to go and hang out. I mean, it's dangerous, there's weights, and people are working out. So over here at Sapphire Falls, send them right across the hall. You can literally see them through the wall, through the glass. So I think that's a better option for your kids.
Look at you knowing where we're going and we're not even staying here.
Yeah, I know.
Wanna forget myself.
feel like it's more of how resourceful you are with any gym. You gotta make do with what you have, and you gotta push yourself. So this ain't a fitness channel by any means, but in honor of Jack Lalanne, leg day. All right, so far this is the third gym we've been at today. The Cabana Bay Gym, otherwise known as the Jack Lalanne Gym. Jack Lalanne, aka the Godfather of Fitness, is an American fitness nutritious guru and motivational speaker. He unfortunately passed away in his home due to pneumonia on 23 January 2011.
So overall, just by the first look of this gym, it is set up totally different. It's a little more open layout with all the equipment. It seems like it's still a lot of cardio equipment over like weights. It's kind of hard for us to do legs here, which is what we're working on today in this gym, but we're gonna try to make it work the best we can.
So at age 60, he swam from Alcatraz to Fisherman's Wharf for the second time. This time he not only wore handcuffs, but he also towed a 1,000-pound boat. This man was 5'6", 150 pounds. That's intense. Earlier in his career, at age 42, when many people are feeling middle-aged, Lalanne, a more teenager in Lalanne years, showed his maxi by doing 1,033 push-ups in 23 minutes on a national TV show. I'm looking at all the memorabilia that he has here, and he was also in the military. He was in the Navy, and he fought in World War II, and he even got his wife into fitness as well.
So a hotel gym is basically what you make of it. It may not have all the best equipment and the exact things that you're used to in your normal hometown gym that you go to on a daily basis, but when you're on vacation, it's not about hitting PRs. It's about just keeping the momentum going in that fitness, and so you don't skip a day. This gym is more than a gym. It's like when you're here, he's never stepped foot in here, I guarantee, but it's kind of like you feel like you know him with all of his memorabilia around. And I'm actually surprised I haven't heard more about him until now. So that's it for the Jack Lalanne Gym here at Cabana Bay. Now we're off to our next gym.
So we finally made it on the bus. I know it looks the same, like we haven't left, but trust me, we made it on the next bus. So off to the next gym.
So this gym is much smaller than the other ones we've been used to, like a little more compact, crowded. This is actually the first gym too that the doors were completely locked where we couldn't just walk in. We're gonna ask the front desk about gym hopping too, if there's a way to get in if you're in another resort and going to another hotel to check out their gyms.
I like this song. So we just finished a little workout here. We're trying to spread out as much as we can. So we're doing like a few sets here and then a few sets over there at different gyms. I don't have many words for this one. Let's go to the other one. Just finished the gym at Dockside Inn. So we just finished the gym at Dockside Inn, and we're back on this bus. We were gonna walk across the street, but it's like pouring down rain. We don't want to get our shoes soaked, so we're going to City Walk, the hub, and then from there, taking a connecting bus transportation to the whole resort that's like right across the street. So, yay!
The bus to Surfside Inn from City Walk, a little more rough than the first drive we had.
You have the forbidden journey and now the forbidden bus ride. I feel nauseous, like really nauseous. So this task is getting harder and harder to complete. The transportation is making me super nauseous. Both Docksides, both of the hotels for Endless Summer, complete.
Yeah, back to our hotel.
I'm ready to go back. So first set of hotels done, 2 done yesterday, and today we got 3 done. 3 more to go tomorrow. After a successful 4-gym workout, a great birthday, and a late after hours event at Universal, we reluctantly get up for, you guessed it, more gym. Finally made it in. This entire time we've been going about it the wrong way, I guess, or the hard way. Trying to find unlocked doors, asking the janitor. What all you have to do is go up front, show them your room key for the other resorts, and they'll let you in. We made things harder for ourselves. All we had to do was just ask. Just ask.
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never capped.
So today we're doing 3 different gyms, so kind of a full body workout amongst all 3. At the one at Royal Pacific, which is literally just called the gymnasium. We got a decent workout. We did some dumbbell chest and then some back rows. Overall, the gym didn't excite me though. There was really nothing in there that spoke a premier resort gym. Once again, a lot of cardio equipment. The gym actually felt smaller than some of the smaller resorts, so I was pretty surprised by that.
What Brianna just mentioned, there was like no thought put into this gym, really small. It's basically like the lower tier gyms, except this gym offers you water and bananas and earplugs. So we underestimated how far this walk is from Loews, Royal Pacific, all the way here. We took the walkway, the other half of the walkway, because the first half is blocked off. It's a long walk. We had like 3 different conversations. We were walking for 30 minutes. Because I put record my outdoor walk, 30 minutes. Walking and more walking. this sucks. Like seriously. I'm tired. I'm wore out of all this walking. I have heartburn. This gym is really small and not motivating. I'm not motivated at all being in this gym. So we have one more gym after this, Hard Rock Hotel. The most anticipated one. So hopefully that's the best one because I need something to bring me back up because this gym ain't cutting it.
All right, just finished Portofino Bay Gym. Second gym today. Off to our third gym, which is the most anticipated. I think I'm most excited about this one. But I'm already tired. I'm actually still sore from the other workouts we had in the first few sessions. So this is gonna be interesting.
So we're testing out all these gyms to see which one is the best one so that you don't have to do what we're doing. 10,000 steps, 2.2 miles. And we're not even done.
1,616 feet.
You heard it from Siri, I'm not lying to you guys.
Hard Rock Hotel is all about music. So if they don't have good music playing in the gym, it's automatic fail. But so far the walk to the gym is already a plus. It's actually getting me hype.
Me too.
But I'm too tired. All the memorabilia for different...
Oh, that's right. So what's really cool is that the gym here isn't called Fitness Center. It's not called gym. It's called
Body Rock.
Body Rock.
Still a lot of cardio.
So we finally finished the last gym. We did it. I'm actually sick of the gym now.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. So we're currently at the airport now. We're about to, the suspense is over now. We're gonna give you guys the rating and see where these resort gyms stand. So we're basing them again off of equipment variety, space, vibe/atmosphere, which will give us a total. We're ranking them from 1 out of 5. So there's 8 resort gyms. Coming in at number 8 for me is Dockside. So for variety and equipment, I gave it a 2 out of 5. For space, 2 out of 5. And vibe atmosphere, 1 out of 5. For a total of 5 out of 15. That Dockside gym was not inspirational at all. It was very small. It was very narrow. Like the hallway was very narrow, and the equipment availability was very limited. And what they did have was all like crammed.
Well, this is actually surprising. So my one that ranked last was actually Portofino Bay, and here's why. Yes, I agree with you about Dockside, how it was crammed. However, I expect that from a lower tier hotel. I expect it. When I went to Portofino Bay, it's one of the top tier hotels. I expect more. I'm going in there with the mindset like there's gonna be a lot of room. There's gonna be a lot of equipment, everything. The vibe did it for me. I did not feel motivated to work out there. I was ready to just hurry up and leave. When you're paying that much money for a resort, you deserve a good gym. For those who like to work out on vacation, you deserve it. The equipment and variety, I gave it a 4. The vibe, a 1. Space and atmosphere, I gave it a 1. Because if I could literally hear the person breathing at the other side of the gym, it's a problem. 6 out of 15 for me.
Coming in at number 7 for me is Surfside. I gave it a 3 out of 5 for equipment variety, space 2 out of 5, and vibe/atmosphere 2 out of 5 for a total of 7 out of 15. So pretty much a similar rankings to Dockside. The only difference was that it had a little more equipment/variety. This one actually had cables. The one in Dockside didn't have any cables.
All right, so coming in at number 7 for me, to no surprise, it was actually Dockside. So I think from now on we might be on the same level. Equipment and variety, a 3. Yeah, they really didn't have much to go on there. I did get a better workout there than I did Portofino Bay, so that's why it ranked a little bit more, as well as the vibe. It was just nothing there, like a little block. And the space and atmosphere, I gave it a 1, which ranks it with 7 out of 15. Just boring. I mean, but once again, you expect it from a lower tier resort.
So coming in at number 6, Portofino Bay, I gave it a 4 out of 5 for equipment variety because it did have a Smith machine. That's a plus. Space 2 out of 5. The space was very small. Out of all the gyms thus far, I think this one was the smallest one in space. Vibe atmosphere, 1 out of 5. The workout atmosphere was horrible. There's nothing motivational there, nothing inspirational. The water jug that you can get your water from, empty. And then there was a caution wet floor sign right next to it, and it wasn't wet. And it's so hard to find that gym too. We had to walk around everywhere. It's located within a spa, and it's so misleading because it's making it seem like you have to purchase something from the spa in order to use the gym for free, but that's not the case. The gym is free. If you have an amenity pass and you're staying in one of the resorts, you can resort hop.
All right, so this is where we're gonna mix it up a little bit. My number 6 is Aventura. There was not much. They didn't have they had the machine for the cables, but we had to makeshift our own rope. But it's a mid-level resort. It should have a little bit more, at least a rope. They had all the other attachments. Equipment and variety, I gave it a 3. The vibe, I gave it a 3. It was mid. It was a modern gym, but nothing special about it. Space and atmosphere, I gave it a 2 because it was very small. So, and that's why I gave it a 8 out of 15.
All right, so your number 6 was Aventura. All right, we're at number 5 now. Number 5 for me is Aventura. Mind you, we don't know our rating, so this is all new to us. So we're surprising each other. So number 5, Aventura. I gave it 3 out of 5 for equipment variety. It did have cables and it had dumbbells, so you can get a pretty decent workout, but it did not have a Smith machine. Space, I gave it a 3 out of 5 because compared to the other gyms, this one at least had a little more space than the other ones. Vibe atmosphere, 2 out of 5. I mean, there's nothing to look at. They have this glass window where you can look outside, but all you see are the letters to Aventura, the hotel, just to remind you what hotel you're staying in. And grand total of 8 out of 15.
All right, so actually my number 5 is Surfside Inn. So that's why I was really surprised. Ours are about on the same level, but swapped. So for equipment and variety, I gave it a 3. Not great, but not terrible. Still had the cables, it still had some machines that we could get done and some dumbbells. The vibe, gave it a 3 for the same reason. Not great, not terrible. For the bare minimum of the resorts, can't really complain about it. In space and atmosphere, I gave it a 3 because once again, it wasn't huge, it wasn't a lot of room, but it wasn't crammed like Dockside Inn. So if you're staying at a lower level resort such as Surfside or Dockside and they're both on endless summer, but if you're trying to decide which one you want to stay at, and a gym is important to you, I would say Surfside for the fact that their gym is bigger. I gave it a 9 out of 15, so only 1 point more than Aventura.
For number 4, I picked the Hard Rock Hotel. Does it surprise you? Equipment variety, I gave it a 3 out of 5 because it did have some equipment. It did not have a Smith machine. Space, I gave it a 2 out of 5. The space was pretty freaking small. It was narrow as well. And what's up with these gyms at Universal? Like all the gyms are like pretty narrow. Like it's like a hallway worth of space. Vibe atmosphere, 5 out of 5. They had great music playing there. The bathrooms were amazing. Like the bathrooms like spas. They had a spa inside of it, a sauna. Water available to you, just grab it, not from the fountain, like a bottled water. And yeah, I mean the vibe was really good. So for a total of 10 out of 15, Hard Rock Hotel came in at 4 for me.
Your 4 was Hard Rock. Actually really surprised. Mine is Royal Pacific. Personally, when I'm going to the gym, the last thing I want to think of is flowers and, you know, tropical. Just my personal preference. To me, that is more of a relaxing vibe. So when I go in, I do weights. I don't do like yoga and stuff. So if you're there to do yoga, maybe that is the vibe for you. Once again, this is a top level hotel. This is one of the resorts that you get the express passes with. So you're paying good money for this resort. The room was quite small. So for that one, I gave the equipment and variety a 3. Vibe was a 3. Nothing that wowed me, but it wasn't the worst. And then space and atmosphere, I gave it a 4. I didn't give it totally terrible. You know, it still had some room to move around, but it wasn't where, for that level of money that you're paying for that type of hotel resort, I would want more.
All right, so we're now at the close to the finish line. Top 3. This is where it gets intense. This is where we lose subscribers or gain. All right, so number 3 for me is Royal Pacific, which was your number 4.
Yeah.
So equipment variety, I gave it a 3 out of 5. It didn't have a Smith machine. It had cables and it had dumbbells, and then of course your typical equipment. Every gym has a leg press machine, the machine kind, not the ones where you add plates on it. So space, 3 out of 5. It wasn't like a narrow hallway. It was more like a square, but it wasn't really crammed. Oh, kind of. It depends what equipment you're going to use. Like the back exercise was like in the corner, like the back row machine. Vibe atmosphere, I give it a 4 out of 5. And the only reason I give it a 4 out of 5 is because the janitor guy came in and brought fruit. None of these gyms have that type of hospitality. So the fact that you can work out and eat a banana or an orange or an apple, and they had water available to you too, bottled water, and headphones. None of these gyms had headphones. Overall rating was 10 out of 15. Royal Pacific came in at 3 for me.
My top 3, well, my number 3, it was Hard Rock. Hard Rock was actually one of the only hotels that I did not need to use my headphones while in there because we were just listening to the music there. Equipment and variety, I gave it a 4. Wasn't my favorite, but it had dumbbells, it had, you know, leg press, cables. Once again, it had a lot of the room taken up by cardio equipment. Vibe, I gave it a 4. Space and atmosphere, I gave it a 3. So it ranked in at 11 out of 15 for me.
All right, we're at the final 2 now. It's getting intense. All right, so for my number 2 is Cabana Bay. Equipment variety, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Some of the equipment was broken, like the leg extension was broken. Space, I gave it a 4 out of 5. This one was pretty roomy. It had a lot of space. Vibe atmosphere, 5 out of 5. Lalanne is a beast. Just being in there, I wanted to work out. Like, out of all the gyms, this is the one where when I'm in there, I want to work out. I feel inspired. Total ranking for me, 12 out of 15. So, Cabana Bay, number 2.
My number 2 was Sapphire Falls. And this was kind of difficult for me. For it being a mid-resort, you don't get express passes, but it's not the lowest. You know, price point is pretty reasonable, pretty average. The gym surprised me. We went in there, it was modern, it was clean. I think this is the one hotel that the dumbbells went the highest. Equipment and variety, I gave it a 4. Vibe, I gave it a 4. It was nice, it was modern, it was clean, but it didn't have a major theme or anything that did go by. The Space and Atmosphere, I gave it a 4. That was a pretty decent sized gym. It wasn't confined, it was pretty decent layout. So this came in as 12 out of 15 points for me.
The number one gym for me, the gym that I would go to, I can go to an inexpensive resort at Universal, or the lowest bottom resort, and I'm gonna make sure I work out at this gym, Sapphire Falls. Equipment variety, I gave it a 5 out of 5. This gym had, like what you mentioned, this gym had dumbbells that went up to 115, I think. 115. No, none of these other gyms go up that high. I think between 50 and 75 pounds is where they cap out. The variety of equipment was insane. Like it had everything, and it was spread out. Everything was really well spread out. Space, I gave it a 5 out of 5. Vibe Atmosphere, I gave it a 4 out of 5. There really wasn't any like music pounding or anything, but it looked like a commercial gym. It reminded me of Crunch. I felt like I was at the Crunch gym. A grand total of 14 out of 15. This is almost a perfect gym. So if you're looking for a really, really good workout, maybe make some gains because the dumbbells go pretty high, this is your gym right here, man. So my number 1, Sapphire Falls.
I cannot believe, for the most part, we are neck and neck with our ratings. I picked for my number 1, Cabana Bay. One deciding factor between this and Sapphire Falls for me. The equipment and variety. I mean, I agree. I marked it down to a 4 instead of a 5 because the equipment needed some loving care. Vibe, I had to give them a 5 out of 5. It was motivating. It was clean. If you don't go in there and read about the memorabilia about Jack Lalanne and don't get motivated to get a good workout in, this is, I mean, what are you there? But the Vibe did it for me. 5 out of that. Space and Atmosphere, I gave them a 5. The theming was amazing in there. The space, it looked, when you first go in there, it looks like it's going to be a small gym. You walk around the corner and it's like a whole another gym over there. So had to give it a 5 out of 5 on that. So I only had to mark it down 1 because of the equipment, because I do agree it needs a little updating. It needs some tender love and care. 14 out of 15 for me for Cabana Bay. And there we have it.